Moody Coliseum, Miami and SMU. Ernest Uday hardly ever loses jump balls, and now
they used to be. We're going to see a little zone to start out.
Canes wearing their orange jerseys for just the fourth time all season. Malik
zone. I didn't know any. Not even one team. Both teams? I don't even know what to say.
Washington comes up zone their first possession. Coach, what they do wrong?
Well, the first one they had good.
The shot clock.
You get Tolu. Washington for the stick back. Renu kicks out for Donaldson with 6 to shoot. Late in the shot clock, Henderson goes baseline. Deron Pierre Jr. kicks it for the Washington 3. O'Neal by his coach earlier this week. It home. Sometimes
he's got to be in consideration for Coach of the Year. The turnaround they've made.
O'Neal on the offense.
He just shot around. But he's done an amazing job. There's the zone. That's the weak spot. That's where you want to go.
Line, and they convert.
Just imagine if they shot a better percentage. They're 15th in the league in the SMU backcourt with 1 foul apiece.
Got to get the ball moving.
Jermaine O'Neal Jr. straight away 3. Saw in the summary, SMU number 2 in the ACC in points per game as Deron Pierre Jr. misses the not able to pay it off. The area where the Mustangs have struggled is this end of the floor. They're last in the ACC in points.
The option is to look for those guys inside, but they can shoot the 3.
Drew Washington into the game for the Canes. Poopy Miller, his first buck.
Effective offensively, but Boopy's got to have a big game.
Oh, that's not legal. He's right in front of Andy Enfield making the call, working with Marquise Pettigrew and Chance Moore. Uday rebound. Washington.
He tried to steal it from Washington. His boy.
Yigatolu. Uday landed on his.
The whistles are not working.
It's loud in here. Boopy up and under with glass.
Looks pretty good to me.
What a finish from Boopy Miller. Donaldson answers at the other. Against the SMU zone, and Jermaine O'Neal Jr. picks.
Not so much.
Donaldson sneaks into the lane, and Uday there for the throwdown foul. On the floor this season, he doesn't have enough attempts to qualify for the league leaderboard. If he did, he'd be number 1. Jermaine O'Neal Jr. with in Miami's 22-point rout over Boston College to cap a great February. Poopy Miller high out at SMU's expense on Saturday.
Yes. That's the guy they want to shoot, and he makes it.
What do your coaches say back to you?
They don't say anything.
They're smarter than that.
They're smart.
Boopy saw crease. Uday closed the crease.
To pass. He will pass, but he's looking to put the ball in the basket tonight.
Rare missed.
He makes some plays.
Deron Pierre Jr.'s had a quiet start. Determined look that time. But his game. And they're trailing. Pierre's
ball away to anybody, but Miami, when they steal the ball from you, they get out and they go.
From the U. Against.
Renu's really usually very good with that back down.
Renu doesn't take a lot of them, but he can't.
So he's just got to take this ball to the basket.
Yigatolu all the way with Uday on the
defense. Almost got it.
Washington kicks it. Renu from the other side. Game tonight. Poopy's now got a dozen here in the half. With 8 minutes, it's worth mentioning. Poopy Miller's career high is 31. Just throwing it out there now early. There's a 3.
In the middle. Nice pass by Renu coming out.
Yugitolu banging with Uday. Nice move! Earlier this week, that Nome's been a point guard throughout most of his life, and he sets up Renew this time. Came in basically in garbage time, made 4 out of 5 threes against BC. This is not garbage time tonight against a good SMU team in Dallas. Donaldson over 2 defenders off the glass. 7 for Donaldson now. Jerron Pierre may have just drawn the second foul from Charlotte.
I will be happy to be in Charlotte. Involved in any way tonight. He's got to get involved.
SMU in the man-to-man now.
Dovrat again. Washington gets a screen from Renew, dribbles into traffic. Tough finger roll, wouldn't go, but the second effort was beautiful.
Miami's back in the zones.
There's a water bottle on the court.
He
gets a touch. Jaden Toombs doubled, and that'll do it for the possession. It hasn't attempted a shot.
He can really help him even if he doesn't attempt a shot.
Henderson made one earlier, missed this 3. Big minutes in most of Miami's close games in conference play. Boopy over Donaldson. Renew over Yugitolu, short.
That's the kind of shot
he couldn't finish, and Yugitolu's down.
I don't think he was throwing it to Pierre. I thought he was throwing it to Yugitolu.
Friendly fire. Toombs, little hesitation, and then he flicks it in over Washington. Who knows where he'll be playing next year? Well, obviously SMU hopes it's here. They'd love to get all their freshmen back. Their last 7. Renew denied. Ball finds Henderson to the corner. Allen wide open. Toombs the replay by Pierre.
Great play defensively.
Boopy flips it too high for Yugitolu. It's a pretty good look, and here comes Miami the other way. Donaldson downhill, finishes with a left hand.
Very impressive player.
Washington in the lane, short.
And what?
Boopy and Cement Yugitolu are 9 for 15. The rest of the team combined is 3 for 16.
And that was just the forced shot.
Oh, ahead. Henderson wouldn't really expect in the pass, but it found him, and he throws it down. And Andy Enfield,
1 points on the board and get a couple of stops.
0 for 3 to start the second half. Now 0 for 4. That was wet to make him, but he's out with the ankle injury. Uday keeps it alive. Henderson kicks it. Donaldson sticks it.
So badly and play well, and it just can overcome you sometimes.
Well, that snaps a long run. It was 30 and a half before that free throw from Pierre.
And I don't think you can overemphasize the importance of Dovrat in the first half. You know, he came off the bench and scored 9 points.
Lucas tell us earlier today, he said, I feel good about my team if we take care of the ball. I think we can beat anybody if we take care of the ball. We can also lose to any network and the ESPN app. 1 of 2 for Renew. And he lost his balance. Allen outside for Renew. He'll take it over Toombs, and he was fouled. Free wings for the 2 missed free throws.
What do they get for 3? Well, it doesn't matter.
I think Plucker's wing bar would probably double it.
Takes him out of his driving game. And, you know, other guys have got to step up. There's a big shot right there.
SMU. Donaldson over Miller.
A review of that play, and I think he's right.
Well, you can't review it because they didn't call it.
No.
You can only review a called goaltender. We care for a little while. That's a heck of a play.
And as you said, Dan,
how has the zone that Miami has played taken SMU out of what they wanted to do?
Because it takes Boopy out of play.
Jim was not
Nhưng cô bác
smirking
ơi,
when he said
tuổi
that.
già không phải là dấu chấm hết, mà là cơ hội để ta sống cho mình trọn vẹn và an yên nhất. Video này không dạy đời, chỉ là lời tâm tình.
That's better.
Boopy and one.
They moved Boopy over to the wing, and now he got to get him in the game.
Miller completes the three-point play. Double technical. Which just takes those two-star players a step closer to getting disqualified. Donaldson missed a three.
I'm okay with him taking that shot.
Henderson had it knocked away by Pierre. Miller.
Well, I think he should have passed it to Toombs. Toombs ran down the lane and looked to me like he was open.
Uday season, then Boopy got banged up, missed a handful of games, and they weren't the same team. Miller,
two stands to get an offensive rebound, they just didn't convert it.
Donaldson making things. He's had 2 triple-doubles this season.
Yeah, but he rebounds the ball. He's their second leader in assists. That's really difficult. You know, Boopy Miller is a really good player, but he's not very tall.
Yigitolu spins around Renew and throws it down. Back to basketball. Uday missed the tip this time. Wraps it inside Yigitolu.
He's too far away. It's hard for him to get there from there.
He draws the foul on the Eastern. We'll have post-game shows each night throughout the tournament. And some of those will be late night momentum. Washington tracks it.
And they're playing man-to-man.
Washington stays with it and scores. He's so cleverly played. Snap Miami's long scoreless drought. Corey Washington 3, no. Good block up. Miller tries to steal it. Washington fights back, and now Boopy comes away with a theft. Boopy lost it on his way. More confidence after his last 2 halves. He's made 7 of his last 8 threes. Renew sets up the Israeli, who stays on. That 3 took a lot of air out of this arena. Donaldson at the other end, missed it, fights it back in half on Saturday. He's 4 for 4 tonight. He's made 8 out of his last 9 threes.
The ball that aren't making shots for SMU.
I inadvertently called Dovrat a junior earlier, by the way. He is a freshman.
Well, yeah.
Boopy needs it. It's not there. Donaldson.
Look at this.
A one-man fast break. Pierre. Shoot.
Absolutely.
Miller sets up Pierre in the corner. Without Donaldson on the floor, Miami's offense is not the same. Pierre missed this one. He'll take another, and he makes it. Overflowed there. And Trey Donaldson moved his seat from where the trainer was to where the coaches are. Pierre!
That was a bad shot by Pierre.
He makes a lot of those shots. I agree with you, though. Henderson, no.
Toombs is guarding Donaldson.
Oh, there's 3 for Washington.
That's right. Take their time. Takes 15, 20 seconds to get a shot. End of game.
Toombs in the lane for
That's
2.
where you want. He had the dump down too, the big guy, but he took the shot.
Donaldson up high. 2 days. Washington, another steal. Donaldson passes up the 3, but he won't pass up this look. Comes in transition, though, to delay the SMU rush. Boopy to the basket.
And that's...
Now's the time to create something. Donaldson for 3.
For this tournament, they won't, they'll be on the first 4 out.
Corner 3, Pierre circles home. 11 points. Henderson goes down, and he gets tied up. The arrow stays with Miami with 9. Rebounded by Toombs.
Did a much better job defending Donaldson coming off that screen.
Pierre for 3 with 3 minutes to go. Henderson to Washington with 3. Over Yigitolu, no. Yigitolu backing into Uday. Oh, Ernest Uday stayed ready.
It's a big rebound they didn't get.
gigantic. Malik Renew, good night. One of the greatest regular seasons in the history of this program. In year one for Jay Lucas with no players back from last year.
If he doesn't play, they're probably not going to win, and they're not going to win in the tournament. So it will be a moot point. If he can play in the tournament, then it's a difference.
Eric Devendorf on the call.
More on his uniform.
It's going to be a disappointing senior night for Boopy here in Dallas. That shot gives him 21 points. Both ends of the floor.
Miami has a team.
QR code on the screen.
That presumes that people can use that QR code.
And the exclamation point, a soft lay-in.
Couldn't quite get there.
The Miami or not.
Too little. Too late.
Miami has won 7 of their last